and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please do and be part of our mental wealth community as we continue to help ourselves and each other. Happy days. So again folks, I'm Sheila, qualified counsellor, a comedian and a survivor of mental ill health. So today's story is, yes, I've messed up. Okay folks, because it's so important to choose to be, compassionate with ourselves when we make mistakes, because as human beings we will make mistakes. But today's story takes me back to when I was probably about 16 years of age, didn't have a car at that time, and back in Ireland it was quite common where you would go hitchhiking to places. It's very rare you'd see that now, and I wouldn't condone that now because you never know whose car you're getting into, folks. And let's just say I've had a few near misses myself, I can tell you. But anyway, this particular story, so I come from a village called Newmarket on Fergus, which is in County Clare, and the main town is Ennis. And I was hitching to Ennis, and I think I was actually coming out from Ennis. And there was a long stretch of road, a couple of houses, quite busy road, hitching away, waiting for ages. I must be there for a good hour, hitching away. And then finally, eventually someone slowed down and pulled over. I thought, fantastic stuff. So I opened up the back seat, I jumped into the back. I said, thank you so much for stopping. I thought nobody was going to stop. In which the man and the woman sitting in the front, the man replied, we're just pulling into our house. Oh, okay then, so I'll get out of the car then. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. So yes, I thought they were pulling over for me, but they weren't. They were actually pulling into their own house. So that was a massive, yes, I messed up. And it is so important, folks, that, when you make mistakes, because you will do, because that's a part of being a human being, you can either give yourself a hard time for the rest of the day, or you can just go, yes, I messed up. And just allow yourself to be human and let it go, folks. Okay, you know what time it is. It is time for... Okay, what's it going to be? Who is it going to be? Who of all of you wonderful followers out there and part of this wonderful team is going... Okay, so this is the wonderful Pat Critchlow. Pat, you will know Pat, folks. Any of you who have been to my mental health Thursday shows, Pat is the fantastic woman who gives out the free hugs. She gives amazing hugs. Boy, am I missing her hugs at the moment, folks. But hopefully soon again we'll get to have that as part of the Thursday show. I've still got my fingers crossed for the 10th of October, folks. That's when my next Thursday show is planned. So Pat has actually picked a saying from my own book, and the saying is, it's okay not to be okay. And that is so true, as she says, so true, because it is, folks. And it's about, again, following on from last week with Brené Brown, it's about owning your own vulnerability and being okay with that. And it's amazing what strength comes from that. Like there's such a misunderstanding that, to be vulnerable is weak. Actually, it's the other way around. When you're comfortable with your own vulnerability, that shows great strength, because anybody can pretend. This is about being real, folks. And just to know that it's okay not to be okay. So just remember that, folks. And remember, during this, this situation, we're going to be up and down. If you haven't seen my online show on anxiety, coronavirus special, please go to it. It's one of the videos as part of this channel. And it's still relevant today, even though I recorded it back in April. Okay, it's time. It's time. What's it going to be, folks? Is it going to be a pop and a tune? Is it going to be a dance? I hope not a dance, because we've had to dance. It's an original song. Okay, I definitely need a swig of water for the original song, folks. Because it is very hot in my office cabin today. And, it's lovely how people help each other, do you know what I mean? Because a friend of mine in my business networking group, he did the sign, thank you, Wayne, for doing that. And you know, it's so nice when people help each other, you know. And when he presented the song to me, you know, he presented it to me and he said, you know, make sure you have a look at this, you know, and which I did. And I was looking at it and I was just so, you know, touched by it, because like other people, like, they make fun of me and they call this a shed, you know, but the thing is that it's not a shed, it's an office cabin. And so yeah, thanks Wayne for that, you know, really appreciate that. So we'll put that back up there again. Okay, original song. Do you know what? I'm going to dedicate this one to my partner. And this was a song I wrote about him. And it's called Feel So Good. So this is for all of you out there who, you know, have loved ones in your lives, whether it's a partner, whether it's family, whether it's your animal, whether it's, you know, your holly cat, whatever it is. Yeah. Let's do this. The great thing about an original song is you don't know how this goes. 5 weeks in, and I can't begin to explain how I feel inside. How can this be? You've taken over me. So I hope and I pray that you're here to stay, 'cause I know I've fallen for you, babe. And I feel so scared, so unprepared, but I saw you every time you were there. All I know is that it feels so good, and it shows because I feel so good. Let's hope we get to play that song together on the 10th of October, folks. And if not, it'll be another time soon. But for now, thank you for watching, and I hope you have, in fact, just choose to have a fabulous day. Cheers, folks.